Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Hot Girl Philosophies podcast. It is I, Sandy Diana Bang, and guess what guys? It is finally a new year. Today is the first episode of the Hot Girl Philosophies podcast in 2024. Happy New Year, y'all! I'm so happy you guys are all here today, joining me today. This is gonna be a nice little fun episode, a little bit more motivating, hopefully, for you guys. I am feeling so good today. I feel really calm, chill, but happy. If you guys watch my YouTube videos, you guys will know I finally finished renovating and decorating my living room. So I finally have a space for myself to watch TV and relax that isn't my bed, which is really nice. But also, now that I have that room done, I can start filming podcasts where you guys can see my face. Low-key kind of exciting. Finally, the holidays are over. Low-key, I had so much fun, but also I was dreading it this year because I feel like I'm totally in my productive girl era, self-care girl era, and the last thing I want to do is celebrate freaking New Year's. Low-key, that's just not my favorite holiday, but it's definitely nice to just have a little break. Like, I took a whole week off of social media, so I wasn't really posting. I didn't post a YouTube video, nor did I post a episode last weekend, but it's okay. Breaks are good, breaks are necessary. But honestly, I'm just ready to be productive again because I feel like I was totally out of my routine. That just felt so weird. I did not feel like myself. My gym routine was off. My eating habits were all over the place, but I feel like that's just how the holidays are. They're like hectic. Anyways, that being said, that was me. My parents actually weren't here for Christmas. They were in Thailand, so I was home with my siblings and we celebrated early this year. So anyways, that is my life these days. And of course, if you guys stay to the end, I am going to be doing a Q&A as always. Alright guys, let's get down to the nitty and gritty. What are we talking about today? Well, today we are gonna be talking about how y'all need to stop waiting. Guys, you guys have everything you guys need to be successful today. You guys do not need to be perfect to start today. Honestly, I think we all deal with this in some way or another, but a lot of us wait until the perfect moment to chase our dreams. We're like, oh, I can't do this until I have this. I can't do this until I have that. Like, I genuinely think that when you keep waiting and waiting for the perfect moment, perfect opportunity, perfect life situation, you're basically procrastinating, because why are we waiting for the moment to hit us when we can create that moment today? So cringe, but honestly, I do believe it. I think that if you want to achieve your dream life, you can start today, because achieving your dream life isn't about having the dream situation. Truly, it's about manifesting things and having the correct mindset, the kind of mindset that's gonna get you from place A to place B. Whenever we hear those success stories where somebody came from literally having nothing to having everything they could ever want, being a CEO, you think they had the perfect life before? Do you think that they were just born perfect and created this perfect life? No, nobody starts perfect. And so stop expecting yourself to have that perfect life and perfect situation in order for you to create that life you want. You can start today, guys. This is my reminder. You can start today. I believe in you. And so for those of you guys who are wondering right now, okay, I can start today. I don't have to wait for this moment, whatever, to start today. Okay, how do I do that? And I hope you guys are asking yourself this right now at home. What do I do? Like, how can I do this? Let me tell you what you can do, guys. What you guys want to do is get into alignment with yourself. Being in alignment with yourself means, what do I want? What do I want to do? What do I like? What do I don't like? What does my future self look like? What does she do? What does she feel? What are her hobbies? How does she look? These are things you should ask yourself if you're trying to find alignment with yourself. Alignment is basically authenticity in another way of saying it. And we're going to be talking about authenticity because I think that is so important. But being authentic, aligning yourself, basically just means stepping into your power, living a life where you are your highest version of you. And you can do that today. This is all about being present in the now and thinking, what do I really want? Who am I? And I swear, when you can start living a life where you're more aligned, you're living more authentically, everything is gonna fall into place. Naturally, you're gonna become the higher version of you when you start living a life where you're being authentic. So if you guys are at home, or you guys are in the car, or you guys are just somewhere, cafe, studying something, and you guys are listening to this podcast, I ask you guys to ask the universe, or tell the universe, or whatever higher power you guys look up to, and ask or say, I want to live a life of authenticity. I want to be myself. I want to be happy. I want to be in alignment with myself. Set that intention out there, guys. Please I swear, the moment you set the intention out there, shit starts to change. I say this all the time, but everything is energy, and energy is always moving. If you focus on one energy, that energy will build. If you guys focus on being healthy, you guys focus on being productive, that is the energy you're focusing on, and that's gonna build, and it's gonna build momentum. You're gonna suddenly start seeing that areas of your life are changing. Things are just moving around so that manifestation, that goal can happen and it can work in your life. Like, I'm a big believer that the way you do one thing is how it's gonna translate in everything else you do. So if you're gonna wake up late and be like, oh, I needed to do this, but I'm gonna wait till tomorrow, that's you putting focus on that lazy energy, and that's gonna build. And if you do one thing one way, you're probably gonna do everything else in your life that way. So if you're setting things off and being like, I'll do it tomorrow, what makes you think you're not doing that about everything else? If you're saying, okay, I needed to go give my car a cleaning, but I'll just do it tomorrow, what makes you think you're not the type of person that's gonna be like, oh, I needed to go get one bodily movement in today, I needed to go to the gym today, but you know what, I'm just gonna go tomorrow. And then that happens every single day where you're like, I'll go tomorrow, I'll go tomorrow, I'll go tomorrow. But on the other hand, you know, if you want to be more productive, more healthy, I guarantee you life is gonna look different. Like, example for me, when I finally fucking decided that I was sick of it and I wanted to change my life, everything changed for me. Suddenly my mindset changed, the way I was thinking was changing, the way I was looking at people, things, what I'm doing changed. I literally moved back into my parents' house. I left my previous relationship. I started changing my daily habits. So I started to go to the gym crazy. I started journaling. I started looking at life way differently. Guys, I literally quit vaping, which was crazy because vaping is literally an addiction. But I was able to do it because I set the intention out there that I wanted to be healthy. I wanted to improve my life. And I knew that vaping was something that was not aligned to who I wanted to be. It actually made me feel so shameful. Like it was a little embarrassing for me, and so that's why I quit. And ever since all these changes happened, I feel like my life has just been so much better. Like, I'm so healthy, I'm happy and productive. Mentally, I'm way better, and this is because I am living more authentically day by day. Obviously, this is something that takes time, and it's a practice to be able to align with who you want to be, because everything takes time. You're not going to know who you are today, and that's just the reality of it. But who says that you can't start today? Who says that you can't try being that today? And I'm sure a lot of you guys are like me, where you think that, you know what, I can't be my dream girl today, I can't be who I want to be today, so I'm not even gonna try because honestly I'm just gonna be disappointed. Guys, that's the point. If it was easy, honestly, everybody would be their authentic self. But the thing is, a lot of people aren't. And it's because to be your authentic self, you know, it takes being vulnerable. It takes getting to know who you are. It takes trial and error. It honestly takes time. And I think that a lot of people lack trust in the time. I think a lot of people just want everything in the now. They want things to be perfect. But perfectionism kills dreams, guys. You cannot be perfect in order to get to where you want to be. You have to fail. Actually, being a person that fails is gonna get you to where you want to be. Literally, everything takes patience. Everything takes time. But trust that everything is working for you, because I promise everything is working for you. And if you guys are over there thinking, okay, she's talking about being aligned, she's talking about being authentic, how do I do that? I don't know how to do that. Obviously, I think that this is something that varies with everyone on how they want to approach figuring out what they want to do, figuring out who they are. But I'll tell you, something that's really helped me is meditating, spending time alone with myself, journaling, truly getting vulnerable with myself. And honestly, I like to talk to myself. Genuinely, I will ask myself questions like out loud. I'll be like, Sandy, how are you feeling today? And then I'll literally answer, Sandy, I'm feeling like this. And y'all, I look delulu. But hey, at least you're doing it alone, right? Nobody has to know. I don't know if I'm the only one, but like in my mind, if I'm thinking a thought, sometimes I forget it and I don't get to finish my thought, and the whole thing kind of just gets disregarded, and my mind has a million thoughts that just comes in and out every single day, and it's hard to just catch one moment, you know? And so that's why I think talking out loud can help you finish a conversation with yourself. And also journaling. That is why I like journaling, because I don't know if it's ADHD or something, but like I swear to God, I cannot finish a sentence in my brain. But when I journal it out, I finish it, because to me it's kind of like writing a book. Like I know I have to finish my thought, or else like low-key a part of me is like, oh, why did I even start writing anyways? But I will say that meditating is something that takes a lot of time to perfect. Obviously it's not perfect for me, but it's something that takes time and it takes practice. So if you guys don't really know what to think when you're meditating, this is what I like to think. Number one, listen to guided meditations. And if you guys want to practice like a certain thing something, do a guided meditation on that topic. Or what I like to do when I meditate is I literally think, what does my higher self feel? What does she think? What does she look like? What is she doing? And I literally just get all of those feelings out. I feel it out. I think it, I see it, and I just align. I feel her. I feel who my higher self is. And honestly, that gets me going. That makes me so happy. It makes me excited. And every day, just being in touch with my higher self like that, knowing what she's feeling and what she's doing, it truly does help me feel like I'm setting my day up for success. Okay, my throat low-key hurts, so I'm gonna move positions and hopefully the mic doesn't sound weird. So those are a few things I like to do in order to just figure out who I am, you know, get aligned with me. Now we gotta figure out, okay, how can I put this in my daily life? How can I incorporate this into my daily routine? You know, now we know I like this, I like that, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to feel like this, I want to look like this. But now how can we practice that in our daily life? The way I like to practice this is by being very intentional every day. Know that everything you do has a purpose. So create a purposeful life. Romanticize your life, and that can go from working out, cooking, studying, if you guys study, doing your morning routine, your night routine, cleaning. Literally everything can be romanticized. Everything can be intentional. Guys, you're not a dust particle, so don't be a dust particle. Your life has meaning, so stop living like it doesn't. And you'll notice that when you live a life where everything has purpose, life is way more enjoyable because you can find purpose in even the littlest things. When you sleep and you wake up and you suddenly just decide to take a sip of water, you guys can romanticize that. I do that all the time. Like, I like to wake up and drink water and be like, okay, got my first sip of the day. And after that, I'm just here like, okay, let me go yippee-ki-yay and brush my teeth with my nice old electric toothbrush with my favorite toothpaste. Okay, we're gonna have such a productive day today. Doesn't that sound so much nicer than being like, okay, woke up today, don't really know what I'm doing with my day today, but we're gonna go with the flow. Like, doesn't life with a purpose sound way more fulfilling? Doesn't it sound way more nicer? And doesn't it make you feel like you can be happy every day, every moment? Because I promise you can be happy. You can be happy today. Like I said, if you want to chase your dreams, you don't have to be perfect. Manifestation comes through authenticity, and that can happen for you at any moment. It can happen for you now if you let it. And for those of you guys who have been discouraged in the past, where you guys feel like, manifestation probably isn't for me, I've been handed all of the oddballs in this life, I'm just not really a lucky person. Things come to you when you're in a high vibration. Things come to you when you are radiating at a high frequency. And of course, energy is always moving. Put energy where you want it to go and know that it'll build. Trust that what is yours and it's gonna happen. And if you have been discouraged in the past where you thought you wanted something and it didn't happen, guys, maybe it just wasn't for you at that time. If you guys are watching this and you guys are like my age, like I'm 22, or if you guys are younger and you guys have been discouraged by life, you know, thinking that I can't get what I want in this life. We are so young. What makes you think that what you want isn't gonna happen next year or the year after that, or maybe even in 5 years? Maybe you're just not ready for your dream life yet, but that's why we have to be patient. Don't give up. Keep trying. You learn and you grow, and when you're ready, everything that's for you is gonna come. I guarantee if you were handed everything that you wanted in this life right now, you probably wouldn't know what to do with it. You probably wouldn't be able to handle it. Like, if you were given like $1 billion today, I guarantee you would not use that money correctly, because we have so much growing we still need to do. We need to build knowledge. If I was handed that much money, I probably would use it all. Like, I wouldn't know how to invest it and use it properly, you know, put it in the right places. And that's why you just have to trust the process and just know that living authentically today is gonna get you somewhere. Trust it, guys. Fulfillment comes from process, not from an outcome. Detach from the idea that a specific outcome is gonna make you happy, because it's not. Fulfillment comes from the journey at which it took for you to get to where you want to be. Like, imagine if you were given $1 million today. If you were given it today and you did not deserve it, you know, you didn't work for it, you probably wouldn't value the money, you know, you wouldn't be that grateful. You'd be like, oh, nice. But if you had worked really hard. You had set the intention out there. You made the routines. You created those daily habits. You worked hard every single day. If you were finally given your $1 million, you would be grateful as hell. You would be so appreciative of the journey it took for you to get there. And when you have that money, it would be so valuable to you because you worked so hard for it, you know? So if you ever feel like, oh, I don't have what I want right now, guys, it's probably just not the right time. But I promise that one day when you finally get it, after doing the freaking work, you guys are gonna be so grateful. It's gonna feel good. I already know. I mean, obviously there's so many things I want to achieve and I don't have yet, but I've gotten a little taste of having a few of my manifestations manifested, and guys, it feels amazing. And I chase that. I chase that feeling, and I also chase the feeling that my higher self feels once she gets it, because there's so many things that I know I'm gonna have one day. I can literally feel it in my bones. I know that when I get it, I'm gonna be so excited, and I literally cannot wait because I'm working hard today. You know, I'm working hard, and I know that everything is gonna pay off. Everything is a journey, everything takes time, and I'm just reminding you guys to just trust that everything really is working for you. What if all these hardships that you're going through right now, they're making you so fucking strong? Have you ever thought of that? Maybe this is your character arc. Maybe this is your plot. But also, I hope you guys know that chasing your dreams doesn't mean going for dreams that everyone else thinks you should have. You know, don't chase things from a place of fear or ego, which chasing from ego is when you want something because you think that's what you should want or what you think other people would be impressed by. Again, energy is always moving and energy builds. So if you're putting energy on goal chasing through a place of fear, through a place of ego, everything you're gonna attract is gonna be from ego and it's gonna be from fear, and that's you living in a place of scarcity, thinking that this is what I need because this is what blah 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 blah. No, chase from a place of love. Go for what you want. Go for what you love, what you like. Chase your dreams from authenticity, because I guarantee you, if you do it from a place of true love and happiness, it's gonna feel amazing when you get your goal, because that's actually what you want, you know? Anyways, I just wanted to make this episode to motivate you guys that everything you guys want this upcoming year can be yours. You guys can literally manifest everything your heart desires as much as you feel like you can. I promise you can. I know you guys are gonna do such amazing things this year. I'm literally so excited for you guys, and I know you guys are probably like, how does she know I'm gonna do amazing things? Like, how does she know? She doesn't know anything. Guys, if you're watching this podcast, it's because I manifested you. If you're watching this, I wanted to manifest people who are willing to grow, people who want to change their life, people who want more for their lives. Those are the kinds of people I'm manifesting to listen to this podcast today, because you wouldn't listen to this entire podcast if it didn't resonate. And that's why I love you guys. We are all here today because we have something in common, and it's most likely because we want to be inspired. We want to live a life of happiness, of love. So know that I'm rooting for you guys, because I am also rooting for me. And we're all in this together. And if you guys ever feel like you guys are alone in this journey of trying to become your higher self, you're not alone. We are in this shit together. Anyways, guys, that is everything I had to say for this little topic. But of course, we're gonna do a little Q&A. I love doing Q&As because I love hearing your guys' questions. So the first question here is how to get rid of bad habits. When I tell y'all, I definitely had some bad habits that I had to cut out. So the way I was able to get rid of a lot of my bad habits was by setting intentions, living by those intentions, and having discipline to work towards that. I think that if you truly do love yourself and you value your goals, you value your happiness, I think that's gonna be motivation enough to do that, to be disciplined, to set the intentions. You know, when I quit vaping, I for years was like, oh, I want to quit. But do you think I set the intention to be like, I'm quitting today? No, I was too scared. I mean, I was addicted, you know? But when I finally set the intention and I was like, I'm fucking done. I'm done vaping. This is it. I'm done. I'm not smoking no more. Guys, it happened. I quit within 3 days. Like, I literally quit. No, honestly, I quit that day. I was like, nope, I'm done. 3 days passed and I knew I wasn't addicted anymore. You need to have that mental strength to be like, I don't want to do this anymore. Have the discipline to work towards that. When you have bad habits and you don't do anything about it, what does that say about your character? You know, it means that you don't really take yourself seriously. It means that you want things, but you don't chase for it, because honestly, you probably lack self-trust and you probably lack self-esteem. You don't trust yourself enough to set a goal and actually work towards it. And so if you feel like that might resonate with you, take this as an opportunity to prove to yourself that I can get rid of bad habits. I can set a goal and I can achieve it. The second question is how to manage privacy but still have a social media presence. Honestly, I feel like recently I've really been good at this, but for a long time I wasn't that good at it. Like I would literally just air all my not dirty laundry. I used to just, put a lot of things out into the world without thinking much. Nowadays, as you guys know, like I do social media for a living, so I definitely have a presence, but I don't scroll on social media. Surprisingly, I do not use social media. Like if I use social media, it's to post or it's to find inspiration for my next post. But if it's not for work for me, I'm not gonna be on it. And that's just how I keep my privacy, but also how I keep peace of mind, y'all. Like my mental health has been so much better ever since I stopped using social media. Like I do not scroll on TikTok anymore. And if I do, it's probably because my best friend sent me the video, But if you want to be private on social media but still have a presence, I say just practice being mindful, just be picky on what you allow into your energy bubble. You can still say so much and still show so little. Somebody asked, how do I protect my peace? Distance. Always. And also just knowing yourself. Knowing what you like, what you don't like, what you tolerate, what you don't, and then having those boundaries. And this one's gonna be quick, but it's how do I know if a guy likes me? Guys, it's quite simple. You know a guy likes you because you will never be confused. If a person likes you, they're gonna let it be known, because if I really like someone, I'm gonna make sure they know I like them. I'm not gonna be wishy-washy, because that could be detrimental. What if they feel like I don't like them and then they move on to someone else? Never. I am someone that if I like someone, I'm gonna go for it and be like, hey, I really like you. I would love to get to know you. Be intentional. I mean, if you like somebody, be intentional, be clear. But if they like you, they're gonna let it be known, because if you like someone, you're gonna be possessive. You're gonna hope that they don't like someone else. And so they're gonna let it be known. And if they're not letting it be known and they're being wishy-washy, they probably don't know what they want. Or if they do like you, but they don't really know how to approach you, I mean, obviously, maybe give them a little time to let it happen. But if it doesn't happen after a while, you deserve someone that actually will make it known that they like you. Anyways, guys, that is it for today's podcast episode. I like this podcast. I like this episode. I feel really good about it. And I hope that you guys feel excited and motivated for this new year. But that being said, Happy New Year. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you guys in the next podcast episode. Bye.